It is another edition of Jokes Aside, where we discuss issue casually, no matter how serious the issue will be. My name is Agbeshimi Peter, aka MC Too Much. Today is special, definitely because I have somebody special on the show today. The last episode we had, a different set, but today somebody is different on the show. So I'll be taking it from its angle as fast as possible. I've introduced the ladies before as champions on the show, but today I have another guy, my correct guy, Joseph Atewe.
I think I have a problem with you saying ladies are champion, and that's the problem. Always trying to attach so much importance to that gender, but then I'm super excited to be here.
You are a champion too.
We are all
I
champions.
said champions on the show.
No, you said champions. You did not say we are all.
We are novice. I introduced them last episode, which was the maiden edition of this show. And this is your first, your debut show, right? So I'll need to introduce you first. How are you doing today?
I'm super excited. And of course, having heard the topic of the day, I think it's something that we'll not just sit here to discuss, but something we can as well educate our viewers on. So I'm happy.
I like the fact that you always put the word educate. All of us will educate them, not just you alone. And I know you are said 100%.
Perfect.
Evelyn Ohiole, how are you doing today? King Eve.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm alive and well.
I love your red.
Thank you.
I love your hairstyle.
Merci beaucoup.
Dread.
Gracia.
It looks really good on you, Jared.
It doesn't.
Compliments your color.
I'm not expecting anything positive from Joseph. He's a very controversial person. So I'll just, thank God you're able
But it looks good.
by this side. So I'll just excuse you and focus on this side. Thank you guys. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
All right, you're welcome, King Eve. And to my right here, I have Chikasi Ogbo, also known as Chocolate Cassie. Cassie, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great.
You're actually looking chocolate today.
As usual. I mean,
Like, made they lick you.
normal.
No, that's made they like chocolate. Not because they want to lick you, no.
You get, exactly. But chocolate cassie. So you're seeing me, you're seeing chocolate. You can't say milk, you can't say vanilla. It always has to be chocolate.
And always sweet.
Exactly.
When you bite it, it's yummy.
Thank you.
When you bite it.
Yeah.
Joseph has another thing coming.
No, it's more of when you are listening to it or when you're watching it. You get to feel that,
Not in the eating.
No, not in the eating.
Joseph has
Everything
another
you
thing
benefit from
coming.
eating just by watching or listening to me gives you that.
No,
gives
but
you that
I mean,
high.
when you bite chocolates, they're always sick and hang. You hit it and you go that feeling like,
That's
Joseph
what-
is trying to educate our listeners, our
I'm
viewers.
shocked that Joseph is talking about chocolate. I thought you're not a fan of chocolate.
I am.
Because of chocolate Cassie.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of chocolate.
All right, you have the guys ready for today's discussion. And another new thing about today is if you look beside my guys, we have a cup of wine.
Yeah.
Yep. I guess we should do the cheers.
Yeah.
So that at the end of the show, we may be breaking our heads, right?
Yeah, so let's celebrate now.
No. Just a cup of wine now. Cheers. When I go one country that time, now so that they do. You could hear crying. But this is your cup, don't make crying.
No, this is a classic kind of cup. We don't do it violent. We are classic, gentle people, so everything's low-key.
All right. Without waste of time, we'll dive into the topic for today. A lot is happening, and people are going into marriages. We have the men, the ladies, and at the end of the day, we get to hear stories. Some persons will tell you, if I had known, I wouldn't have, dive into this. The man is actually enjoying everything in the marriage. While some men will say the women are the one enjoying the marriage itself. My friend used to say, and I quote, when you marry a woman, the marriage itself is built on that woman. I don't know how true that will be, but we'll know today. The topic that we'll be talking about today is, who does marriage favor, the man or the woman? So quickly, I'll take it from King Eve. I don't want to go to Joseph yet. I'll take it from,
Why
from
me?
King Eve. Then from King Eve, I'll take it to Joseph.
Yeah.
Who does
Okay.
marriage favor?
I would say both sides and no sides. I don't believe marriage favors anybody, and I believe even if it's going to favor anybody, then it favors both sides. I don't believe it favors the man and leaves out the woman, or it favors the woman and leaves out the man. Two people are going into a union, consensually. They were not forced to go into a union. So definitely both of them are benefiting from it. It is
Okay.
when you start saying the man benefits more than the woman, then you have something else coming. Then it means that probably the woman is used for the man, as a means to an end. And if you're saying that, okay, that it favors the woman more than the man, then you're still saying that, the woman has something to gain from the marriage.
What about people that will say some ladies are waiting for marriage as their bus stop?
I don't share in that opinion. I don't know. It might be an unpopular opinion, but I believe, personally, I believe that marriage is not for everybody. I believe in as much as everyone wants to get married, not everybody will get married. And I think that is the wrong narrative we push, especially in Africa, Nigeria to be precise now, that as a woman, the ultimate achievement for you is marriage. I don't believe in that. I believe
As
you can
Africans?
be. Yeah, I believe
Okay.
you can.
But
be
you're an African.
Yeah, I'm African. I'm Nigerian. I'm Edo by blood.
Thank you.
So, but I will not drive with the old narrative that my forefathers have driven with over time, even though it's wrong. I think if there's anything wrong and it has been pushed to us by our forefathers, we have a responsibility to wait and see, okay, is this actually true? Does this make sense? And if it doesn't make sense, you can just throw it in the trash.
Joseph Atewe.
It is sad that we always try to copy the Western world, but then we always look at the ones that we favor us, in the sense that we like the way they dress. We want to copy them. We like what they drink, even the way we are speaking, we want to copy them. It favors us. But when it comes to development, in terms of building new roads or modern ones and doing all those things, we don't want to, because naturally, not just Nigerians, Africa as a continent, we're selfish. And that is what has affected us till today. Why are we even thinking these ways? Because our mothers and fathers, I'm sure they are watching right now, even if they are old, using sticks, they have failed us woefully. In the sense that every girl child is built to understand that at some point you must, keyword, don't forget, get married. And when the time comes to get married, for them it's a huge achievement, most especially in the Southwest here. Most especially the Southwest, that's the 6 states. You get married, it's more like an achievement, which is totally wrong. So who does it even favor? I believe naturally marriage is a scam, because if you go into it, let me explain to you. You go into a marriage, even if you earn 200,000 naira, I'm still coming back to the parents, how they failed, because until things started changing now, they failed to teach them that when you are going to marriage, you have to support that man, hence you should have a job before you go into it. But that doesn't work until the present age now. I'm trying to see that I don't even need to rely on this man. You get what I mean? So going into that marriage, you probably earn 200,000 per month, let me say. As a man, should be told. Inside you, you know what I want to say is the truth. You must pay school fees, take care of the woman, pay house rent, do everything. At the end of the day, you might not even have 10, 12,000 naira for yourself. So naturally it's a scam. So who does it favor the most rather? Women, 100%. And that is why you see so many mothers and fathers. They tell you that the happiest day of their life is when their children are getting married, which is also stupid to me to even be thinking that way. So that is why I fault them that they failed us. But if we can change that setting, which I believe this current generation are changing now, like in Give, she's working, Cassie, working, knowing for that when I get into this thing, do you understand, it can change. But majority, go around Osun State, what you see is a woman who are married with kids have a shop where they're probably selling one bottled water pack and drinks and everything tailor. In one street, you have like 20 different tailors, more than even the amount of people sewing the clothes in that street. Because to them, it's an achievement to have gotten married. It's still in this part of the world, you see that if you're not married, they see you as a totally irresponsible person. So for me, it's a scam. But the question is, who does it favor the most? With my analysis, of course, them.
Chocolate Cassie.
Yeah.
When we are preparing for a wedding ceremony, they will write a list for the guy.
Yeah.
The guy will have to pay a lot just to get the woman to his house.
According to culture, yeah.
Thank you. Will it be wrong for Joseph Atewe, for what you have said, that marriage favors the woman?
I think that's false. like right from creation, when God created Adam, he saw that Adam could not stand on his own. Adam was sort of like useless without a woman. Adam was not complete.
No, he wasn't useless.
Adam wasn't complete.
Useless. Adam
he couldn't
busy.
function properly.
He was doing a lot. He was doing
he
a lot.
needed
Even
someone.
forgot himself. He was doing a lot.
He needed.
Just to chip in,
he needed
so
someone
that
to
the reason why
complete
we're even
him.
seated here to work so that we can make money because somebody
because
ate
of what?
apple 100 naira. Don't work. Yeah, still them.
You see,
as I was
when
saying,
she never come,
Things were sweet.
Adam busy for inside garden.
see,
Enjoying
are
himself.
you saying you're wiser than God? Because God Himself saw Adam there and said, "No, you need a helper."
Yeah.
So are you saying you're wiser than God, or God is foolish for bringing someone
Nobody's
to help?
saying that. No, don't start.
Because he's saying it like we came. He's saying it like we came and messed things up. But God actually saw that, hey, men cannot stand on their own. Men can't cope. You guys will crumble without women. And so he brought a helper. Okay.
Do not say
Men,
we will crumble.
you would literally crumble.
But the helper
You
became
literally
destroyer, so
would.
how is that
See,
helping?
You literally would, because how many men can actually function? You see, men will tell you they want to marry because they need someone that will cook for them, take care of things that you should be able to do on your own as a person. You need somebody to help you. So it's like you're
Let me
disabled.
take
You need a
Cassie
crutch.
back to last,
Basically.
last episode. The man is looking for someone that will be cooking. The same woman that you say you go and cook will tell you that
No,
she cannot cook.
I'm saying the same
That
thing.
you should
I'm
cook.
saying the same thing.
It just be like
You
say
need
want
our
marry, you
help.
say you dey find man.
You need our help is what I am saying. I'm not saying
We
it's
need
it's
your
our
help,
duty to cook,
but
but you
we
need
are
our
talking
help.
about
So you can
who the marriage favors.
That's what I'm saying. So men in life, especially when you've gotten to that age where you want to be more responsible. When you are teenagers, you just want to just live life, flex and all of that. So when you've gotten to that age of like 30, 20 something, you want to be more responsible with your decisions, your actions, everything. They now need somebody that would steady them. And that is where I see the woman coming. So men
that
cannot
will steady them.
Yes, so men
That will
cannot
make a decision for us.
steady them. Like you can make decisions,
That
but
will balance us.
actually, I hope you know women's decisions are always very, very good too.
Yeah.
Many
Not all.
husbands out there have said
Not in
my
all situation.
many, I didn't say all, I didn't generalize. Well, many, you see women that will come and give their husbands financial advice and all of that, and it's always really good. So like men are the ones that need us, because honestly, without us, I don't see how you guys will
Men
survive
are
in this
the
world.
ones that need you.
The marriage benefits the men. It does
how
in
does it
all
benefit the men?
ramifications.
How?
It does.
How?
It does. Can you honestly see yourself living all your life alone?
The most beautiful
Can you?
thing, no, the most beautiful thing.
'Cause I can-
sorry.
it's-
the most
we can
beautiful
decide to do
thing
that.
for you guys.
Beautiful, yes.
Yes, in marriage, is the kids you have. You cannot have those children without the white liquid that comes out
And
from
you can't have it without our
inside
eggs
what we are
too.
talking about.
Exactly.
You can't
It's
have
like
it
two
without our
candles.
eggs.
And who told you we want to?
can-
Because at the end of
We
the
can
day,
go
I'm
to a
coming.
sperm donor, sperm bank.
And get what?
Yes.
But produced by who?
How do you? Okay,
Who-
even if you
who
have
will be the papa?
even
Yeah.
if you have your sperm, how do you fertilize it without an egg?
Exactly.
You don't understand.
How do you
I just said
incest
the
it?
most beautiful thing for you guys is your children. That is what you cherish the most. In fact, the laws have it. Not laws right now. They are everywhere. That at some point, if you do your survey, the women will always love their kids more than their husband because they believe that's their investment, that's their future. The man can
Same
die.
for the
No,
man
no,
too.
it's not true.
It's true, because that is the
man.
reason why you see a man who doesn't
man
have a
will
male
divorce
child
you
will
and
go
want
and
his
marry
kids
another
and tell
person.
you to go.
Exactly.
That's not true.
Same for the men
That's
too.
true.
That's not
How
true. You
many-
can
how
have that
many
abroad.
And we can
But
decide
how
to
many
we can
ladies
decide to
you can
adopt
get that?
children.
Guys,
The most
guys,
beautiful thing
guys,
for you
wait.
guys is the kids.
Joe,
You
Joe,
cannot have those
Joe.
children without me
people I
wiping
can
you.
adopt
Joe,
children
wait.
And
from.
white
They are
people-
surrogate mothers that can give me my
Who
baby.
people
I don't
produce
need you
those
for
sperms?
it.
Is it not
Chocolate
You
simple?
need my
Calm
egg
down.
too for it.
Now, do you know that if a couple, if they're filing for divorce, you see the woman will want to say, please, can I get my children?
And the man will
this
fight it. Why? The man
So,
always
no,
fights
in
it.
most
Can I say
cases,
the man
something about
always-
that?
women.
Can I say something
they
about
want
that?
joint, they always want
Can I-
joint custody.
I'm too much.
Always.
Can I say something about
Always.
that? Why you see most women fighting for the custody of their children is because they share a bond with their children, and they will not want another woman
They
to take
share-
care.
This gender is
Wait,
selfish one,
wait.
They
honestly.
share a bond.
And men,
with
because
their
men
children.
can't take
That's
care of
true.
children.
We don't
we
share
won't.
bond with
don't.
their
You can't
children.
take care of them the
don't,
way we
because you
would.
don't.
And that's the honest
See,
Who
truth.
tell you?
I'm too
Now,
much
the truth be
because
that.
I'm too much
Take it
because
or leave it.
hold on. That's
Yeah.
too much. That's because You don't breastfeed the child. You don't care for
What's
the
this?
child. See, that is bonding.
You are
Wait,
talking
that is
about
bonding.
a situation where the child is still very, very tender.
Yeah.
We're talking about even when they are grown to a particular stage.
That's what I'm saying.
Some
That's
women will still want to.
that's what bonds.
Have them.
See,
around.
why?
See,
No. Why do you think? Why do
these
you think
things are
children?
natural.
Why do you
How
think children
can-
love
they
their
can-
mothers
How well
more
do
than
you
their
know your
fathers?
children compared to your wife?
Which wife?
See,
Is
Your
it
partner.
the same wife that you are saying that cannot cook, that is always busy running as
she
like
spoke
the
about
man is
breastfeeding. She
running?
spoke about
See,
breastfeeding.
What are you
That is
saying?
what bonds the
Too much.
children to the
Too
mother.
much. She spoke
You
about
can't
breastfeeding.
take- you
saying
can't
it's the
take
bond.
away
That's
that.
not true. It is natural.
Not only the breastfeeding, the care, the
the
care.
main reason God gave you those 2 watermelons, and in some cases we have agbalumos and we have whatever is it in front of the
my
woman
God.
naturally, is to
I like the
breastfeed the
fruits.
child. You understand? I like fruits. It's to breastfeed the child. You
Yeah.
understand? The other side is for us as men to also have something to, you get?
What
But
is that?
They want to suck some water, and I'm like, let's not go into that.
I
But
understand.
The main reason God gave you guys those,
Yeah.
whatever it is right there, is to breastfeed the child. When you have one, it's normal, it's natural. That is why you will not tell me that I should get pregnant. It is natural. So we are not putting that one, we put that one aside. But let's come back
You
to
don't
when
get
2
my
persons
point.
decide.
You don't get
There's
my
no
point.
point there.
Joseph,
See,
you
the
don't
only
get
reason
my
why I'll be
point.
fighting for those kids, I've invested so much. I go out in the morning to go and die. Bring in money. And I'll invest when she
King
wants to take
Eve.
the kids away.
Yeah.
While growing up, who pays the rent? Or who build the house?
My dad.
Who pays your school fees?
My dad did.
Who will buy food at home?
My mom.
Who gives her the money?
My mom.
Your dad.
My mom. No, my mom. Because it was, in fact,
now,
my dad
you
would.
will see that the
No.
man will be the one to fund the house. 100.
I understand what you're saying.
As
The
it
man
should be.
is the
As it should be.
As
Are you
it
expecting
should
that
be.
you would
It
marry
means
me
it's
and I'll be the one to be
favoring you
bringing
now.
everything? You
It's
need
favoring
me.
you.
You need
How?
me. So you should do
In-
something
in
for
what
me.
sense?
You need me in
What
every
did they do for me? Wait,
ramification, in
Chocolate
everything you
Cassie.
want to think of.
Chocolate
You do
Cassie.
need me.
What did you
When
do
it comes
for
to
me?
finance, women also support their husbands financially. You
How
need me
many?
emotionally.
How many
You
of
need
us
me
are you talking about?
spiritually. You need me mentally. You need
be
me
pastor.
physically.
When last you go
You
church
need
now?
me too. So when you've had a stressful day at night, you need me to hold you in my arms and tell you
No, you
everything's
don't
all
need
right.
me. No, you don't
You
need
need me,
now.
so you can't tell me.
Leave
It
that
has
night.
to be. It
That
has
night, Joseph, now we favor. Make we leave that
says
night.
who?
Because
It has to be a
when no wife
win-win
dey.
situation.
Because when no wife dey, now you go see the shout egg by me on Tamil Rami. Me no go see me.
You
go see
guys
the
don't
group
do
friends
it by
of
me or Tamini. You
No.
guys do that too.
They shout out Tamil Rami.
That's
guys
it.
don't
That's
do
it.
that.
That's why.
It goes both ways. That's how it's
That's why when a
actually.
man, when a man,
Ladies actually like it when
That's
the
why-
Ebami Otami is being said. If you don't know, you know that.
That's-
Ladies.
Yeah.
Make the man the shout. What do you
Yeah.
want to do?
We also it goes both ways. We also shout too.
When our brother shout is not theirs. One person need to shout. I'm gonna take it easy. So, so far, you've been saying it favors the men, and Joseph and I, 100. I will not deviate from the fact that when you talk about the concept of marriage, the women are more favored. Some time ago, Joseph was telling me that if you go to some states, you see more of landlady than
There are many.
landlords. What happened to the men?
What happened
How
to
is
the
that?
men? Let me tell
Like
you what
that's the
happened to
question
the
you
men.
push answer. Answer
No, let me
yourself.
tell you
What happened to your
the men.
gender?
The men are overstretched.
Yes.
That's
Please
because they
do.
worry too much.
No.
They
How
worry
is
too
the marriage
much.
We
industry
go
very
out there to work, make money, have houses of our own, and you are
If-
saying your
if-
excuse
wait
is that
now,
you're
if you
overstressed. Like
make
we don't
money-
get stressed too.
Cassie, if I have 1 million and you are my wife, you have 5 million. How much we get for the house?
It depends.
Okay, but then away
You
from
feel
that.
that?
It
Away from
depends.
that.
It depends.
You see, I want to believe Cassie that I know. She's a good person, and she speaks the truth.
I really
I'm
don't
coming.
know, Sha.
I want you to agree deep inside you with what I want to say. If you look at the way the things are even set, they tell you that marry somebody who is older than you. It's nowhere written in the Bible. It's nowhere written in any of the Qurans or whatever. It's what they do. Psychologically, women are manipulative. Naturally, rather.
It's been
And no,
reviewed
it's not,
now,
It's not
and
uncommon.
it's-
So you say women, oh, it's 6 years, 7 years. Basic calculation, do you understand? It dies first. They put pressure on you to invest so much, you do invest. The names or the names on the documents of those houses or the cars are in your names. When that man
To be
dies,
the children, not in your names. You can't get
well,
that
sometimes
many
in their
children.
names. So why do you have so many landladies? Because when they are gone, that is another investment. So what they do, it is
So-
bitter. What they do is they cry for 1
You're
month.
telling me that
Do
the
some-
landladies is the men that bought for them and put it in their name? Is that
It's
what
their
you're trying to
houses,
say?
it's their houses.
These are
Of course, they are
houses that
next
they
of kin.
sweated.
No, that
No, a lot of landladies,
Mommy,
it's
I mean,
their
no, in my
house.
streets there. Mommy, I mean, no,
A
the house
lot
and
No,
of
no, no,
people
no,
that
no,
have
no, no,
houses,
This-
it's theirs. A lot of people that have houses, they
chocolate
sweated
castle.
for
No.
it. Do not
You-
come and
you
try to rise
cannot
that up and say, man got it.
When you see the landlady, it means that
A lot of them. You can't write
all.
Do you
it up.
know?
A
Do you know?
percentage
Good
number of
I'm
them.
too much now.
Women are very
I'm too much. Do you know
hardworking,
that?
very
Joseph
industrious.
Joseph talked about a particular state where we have more landladies than landlords. Also, in a particular state in Nigeria,
We have
close
more-
to that state that he talked about,
Okay.
we have men who wake up in the morning. All they do is tie towel around their waist.
Can
in
you-
the
no,
morning.
no, no,
Not to a rapper.
Wrapper
No, send
or
it
towel.
and let's tell you that it's a lie.
Carry newspaper in the morning and shake
What
their
state
leg.
are you talking about
I'm
here?
talking about Delta State.
Delta
but then,
State, okay,
see,
coming.
and
I'm coming to
see,
Delta State. In Delta
calm
State,
down,
those men
calm
you
down,
see are
calm down,
retirees.
calm
These
down.
are men that
But
survive.
these are
That
see,
survive.
women.
Guys,
These are
the
women
death-
that sustain the family when they retire. I've seen families. I've known what they've been through.
All right. It's been a wonderful show, and the guys are hot. Jokes aside, the issue on ground today is who does marriage favor? Is it the man or the woman? And a lot of argument has been from the women's angle, and I have my guy here also with me with the fact that when it comes to marriage, you're talking about women. King Eve, you were saying a particular state in Nigeria.
You made me mention the state. I didn't want to.
I'm
Delta
coming
State
to
now.
you now. That the men
Yeah.
will tie wrapper with their normal
Yeah. And newspaper in the morning.
every morning.
Exactly. That's how they do.
But Joseph is letting you know, and I'll back him up, that many of these men you're talking about
Are retirees.
are retirees.
Retirees.
And
Retirees.
they have
Retirees.
investment.
Because they survive
They
the
have
death.
investment.
Because wait, the
The trap is
retirees
set for
with
them.
most
They
time
got to
no
70.
money. The women sustain the home. I've seen a lot of my friends. I've seen
Exactly.
people. Retirees with no money. Let's put it that
Exactly.
way. How many retirees in
Exactly.
Nigeria today get their
If
pension and
you
gratuity
know-
at
They
the right
would
time?
retire, we would still be the ones going to our shops,
Exactly.
hustling and bringing money they're
I
going to
know a
use to
woman
cook.
who saw her children, her 5 children through school.
You've
After
retired,
they
and what are you
retired.
doing? Where's your
A
pension?
woman
What did
out
you
of 100,
retire
you're
with?
finally
Which
seeing
one is
one.
a woman
A
out of
lot
100?
Out
of
of
women
100.
are the ones taking
Wait,
care
let
of
me
the
bring it-
family.
let me
A
bring-
lot.
Let me bring it
Especially
home.
in Africa.
Let me bring it home. Let me make it personal. My dad suffered stroke when I was in SS3. My older brother was just in pre-degree OAU.
Okay.
Stroke since I was in SS3. Today, I know where I am today. That woman there completed the house we are staying in, saw all of us through school. Our last one now is in 300
Amazing
level
mother, but
OAU.
1 out of 100.
All right,
A
Yeah,
lot
but-
are like
yeah.
that. A lot.
Thank you so
a lot
much.
of women. Go
Um,
and do your survey.
When we come
Go.
back from this break, Queen Eve, we are
King
going
Eve,
to
please.
King Eve.
Thank you.
Sorry,
You still
we are
have to
we are
borrow.
we are going to talk about the particular point you just raised now.
Yeah.
You are giving kudos to your mom. Your popsy must have done something
Yes.
before it got to that level.
Yeah.
So we'll go on this short break. When we come back, it's still jokes aside. Married.
Everybody
It's on the man.
everybody has things that they expect. Okay, when you're coming to me, you expect something, don't you? Don't you? You're coming from my hand in marriage because you want something, yes or no?
Yeah.
So you want something, you have to give something. If you're not ready to give, then walk. It's as simple as that. I don't see why I'll tell you if
So
you want to marry me, you
wait.
have to do this, and you're telling me no, it's scam. No, you want me.
That's
Okay?
what-
If you're coming for an interview, you want to employ me, you're giving me salary bar, and I'm giving you my service in exchange.
What
It's
are
as
you
simple
giving
as that.
What are you giving me?
Why are you coming to me?
What are
Why did you
giving
get
me?
Why do
married?
you-
Why did you get
exactly. Why
married?
can't you just
Answer
stay
that
single for
question.
life?
What-
Why
what
are you
giving
you're a
the
married man, right? Why are you married?
No, that's you going
You
personal.
can't
I am
answer
married.
Why are you
That's
married?
Companionship,
No, that's
Okay,
procreation,
okay.
you know,
Okay.
and all of that.
And all of what? Just that. You just
Companionship, procreation, and all of that.
what is the all of? Why you boxing
up
it in?
in
Give
one.
us the full
Now,
list.
I
You
asked
know why?
No, I've answered your question.
So you only married
Now,
your
I
wife for
asked you
companionship
now.
and creation.
I ask you now, what are you giving the man? Why do you think a man will come to you?
I have answered that question, and I don't know why you're bringing it back to me. I said we are beneficial to you in all ramifications.
How?
Okay, when it both mentally, I said that you actually need.
Do you know that some women are running some men mad?
And do you know some men are running some women mad? It goes both ways. We have women beaters. We have wife beaters. It goes both ways. We have people who are in America that they want to leave. Yes, it goes both ways. Actually, maybe you've not seen that. It goes both ways.
Sure. But
some men. All they can see. You see a lot of men, like 99.9% of men, they want to marry because what? They need someone that will take care of their home. Yes or no?
Take care of their home.
They can't do it on their own. They
and
just can't.
Let me just give you a
Scattered.
point. That's why you see when a man loses his wife, the man can't last like most men can't last like 1 year before
getting remarried.
Why do you
but we want
a woman.
You have nothing.
If you are saying the man will not stay long before get married.
Yeah.
Do you think?
What are you saying?
Do you
You're
think it's
contradicting
because
yourself.
of
Okay, let's just
That's why you're not getting married that 1 year.
Wait.
Let me get this
Is
question.
it because of the financial advice you are giving to him that you want to run to another woman to go get that? Or because of the mental stability you are giving to him that will make him to run and
I think that's a
married?
question.
And what do you think will make that man, if not for the fact that he doesn't want his GP tank to be too full,
No.
and
Because
he should be responsible and do some other things?
He can always get that from anywhere.
Naturally, men cannot multitask. That's it. Naturally, take it anywhere. Men can't multitask. Because it's not the wrong book. My dear, he was given birth by a mother, and he can attest to the fact that his mom was a multitasker. You can't.
That is the honest truth.
See, let me tell you, a woman can run a business, take care of the children, do other stuff at the same time.
Which woman are you talking about?
Women in general. A lot of women in this present time and age.
We now have new breeds of women and
exactly.
In this present time and age.
The same way we have new breeds of women, we have new breeds of men. It's a generational thing. You can't say, we have new breeds of women, but the men, they are still the same men we used to have. No way. Everything is changing.
So how does that fit into marriage favors?
I'm talking. I brought it from the point of when a man dies early before the woman. The woman most of the time doesn't get married. I know sometimes survive. It has to do with culture, but then it's because she can survive.
She doesn't need you. She doesn't need you. She doesn't need you. That's why she can stay.
Left side is mine. Why
she doesn't need you. She can be financially independent. She can do everything on her own without you, but you cannot.
And do you know you can? You can stay for long without having sex.
What you know?
But
exactly. How many men can do that?
I know of a man.
Why are you escaping what you're saying?
A 1 man out of 1 billion.
We are giving
1 man out of a million
examples here. I know of a man that stays 10 years
without having sex.
Without getting married after he lost his
How many
wife.
of them are out there?
I've seen some that
of A, just 5. A.
I know some that got divorced.
How many?
Over time.
But he will eventually get married.
When you check the ratio.
He eventually got married.
The woman who says you should not get married.
He eventually
because
got married.
It doesn't favor us. We don't need you for marriage. Exactly. We don't need to get married to you. We can do without you very well.
So much.
Very well.
Let me just tell you something. The truth they are not saying. You see, when they get married and the husband passes away, or passes on and, they don't marry. Because naturally, you see, the way it's set too, they go into this marriage because they want somebody, they want to have kids, not out of wedlock, but in marriage. So they have that. They have these children.
So once they have the children,
so
that's it.
They married this man. Of course, he probably has a house, he has a car, and of course, because he's a responsible man, or worse, before he died, there must be some money in account.
What of women that don't have, that do not marry rich people?
That gender, they're not just selfish, but honestly,
what is Joseph saying?
No, it's the truth.
So is it every woman who lost her husband that is married to a rich guy?
He's talking from your personal experience is clouding your opinion.
No.
And
it's clouding everything that you're thinking.
Okay.
Because
so you will know it's a lie. I gave you some points. I said, you asked who does marriage favor. I told you favors you because The bride price.
You want something from me. You have to give something. You have to give something to get something.
You are the uncle.
If you don't want, you move now. They don't carry gun put for your head. Don't be by force. If it's too much, you find another person who will give you too much something. It's as simple as that.
Drink your wine.
Don't be do or die.
Drink your wine. Take a sip. At
the end of the day, don't be do or die. If it is too much, you carry your.
Cassie, take a sip.
Thank you.
Is it gold?
See, I told you, from the bride price to the amount of money spent on the marriage to what will be contributed till death do us parts, I mean, what they say, because I don't. Yeah.
Even to their clothes that they wear.
It's still the man. Do you understand? So I'm asking, I've mentioned some things.
Do your neck way.
I've mentioned some things, please. What? Forget it, you need me. I don't need you. What do you have to offer? Why? How does it even benefit us?
The devil that you said left you, why did you go to her? Why were you with her before she left?
I saw a brown chocolatey girl who was looking so sweet and I met her.
Was that all she was giving to you?
Yes,
just chocolate?
And funny enough, I
Say the truth, Joseph.
I'm not joking.
Say the truth. Don't allow what happened to you to cloud your opinion. Say the truth.
She had big watermelons, which is my
favorite. That's a lie.
Now I'm coming. That was one of the things
So you fell for the watermelon.
Yes, watermelon. It was jingling. So
and what sustained you? What made you stay?
Watermelon.
You are not watermelons out there now.
You don't hear it's in a watermelon. What
made you stay?
She was a sweet
watermelon made you stay for years?
She was a sweet girl until something changed.
What
changed? I don't know.
People change. So you cannot say because of that, that means she's the one that is benefiting. Before she left, you were benefiting a whole lot from her. And normally, you're supposed to take care of her.
You know,
normally, she's supposed to demand. You're supposed to give. You're the provider. You're the man.
Do you know
it's what you should do. It's your responsibility.
It's been 6 months. There's been 6 months now. Do you understand?
Okay.
And whatever I earn every month comes to my pockets, except I want to do. For that 4 years, at least 30%. Because I want my babe to look good. That's not even marriage.
Because you want your babe to look good. Like, you want your babe to look good.
What are you giving me?
Guys, we need to go on a very short break.
And so let me just...
It needs to rest.
If you were not getting everything, if you were not getting anything,
there's always the second.
Why
there are other ways out.
Not taking it easy at all. Together with me, I no get joy because Cassie cannot be telling me what I know or King Eve telling me what I know. But Joseph Atewe, thank God for my brother here, always giving us the fact about issue. Truth.
Not the truth. You can't
the colored truth.
It's the fact.
From his own side.
Fact, not
from his own
colored
side.
Truth.
Now, if you are just joining us, the topic today is who does marriage favor? Is it the man or the woman? And we've been having a lot of when I say disagreement, debate on this particular issue. King Eve, Chocolate Cassie, thank you so very much. I love the way you guys are bringing it on. Then my brother, please, can we have this?
Ones?
Let's toast.
Let me pass on them.
Oh my God.
Toast on my beer and bring it back.
Imagine.
All right, do it from that end.
Whoa,
Thank you so much. Now, it has been the man, the woman in the marriage. We are going to put jokes aside and say this the way it is. A man is getting married and the bulk of responsibility will be on his head. If truly the man is the one that enjoys the marriage most or will get more favor in the marriage, why will he have to pay
wedding,
from his nose
wedding,
or from
you
his
can't.
ears?
You're talking about wedding. We're talking about marriage. You're talking
That
as
is
if
the beginning.
you're talking as if that's the only, that's the one thing,
why
and that's the
not you-
beginning,
why
and that's the end.
I've heard of a couple that after the wedding, the guy told the in-laws not to come to his
We
house
are not asking you. Okay.
because of what happened during the wedding.
What happened during the wedding?
They wanted to sniff life out of that guy. He paid through his ears, not his nose.
You're supposed to go for what you can actually
My own
handle.
is
At the end of the day,
means
okay.
by
So
go
if they're asking
for
for too much, you
if-
cannot
if-
cope.
wait,
Find
wait,
someone
hold on.
that is according to your code.
If you love me and I love you, can't we work out something? Can't you go?
What if the
to
one
your
the
people and
what
say,
if even
Daddy,
the barest
mommy, this is what I
what
want.
if even the barest minimum you can't afford it?
My
What
take
if?
is
What is meaning
I'm
of the
too
barest
much. My take
Some men
is
don't even have anything. They just want to get married and they tell you God will provide. Let's give it to children. God will provide. They don't have anything. They want to enter marriage. God will provide. God will come down and provide.
Cassie, what do you mean by barest minimum? Is it not paying the bride price?
Not that. I mean, like in the issue of him saying the whole list and all. Sometimes even when it's just many things you're told to bring. Okay, let's come to an understanding. Let's meet in the middle. Let's make a compromise. Some men still can't afford that. So what do you do? It's as simple as that.
But in that situation, can't you?
He has talked about spirit. Hope you know. Wait. I want to say something because he's always talking about how we are copying West Africa. Hope you know paying a bride price is something that we do in this country. We do in Africa. It's traditional. You know that, right?
The tradition
so it's
itself.
not about you saying this is something that has been
Who
happening
brought
right
up
from
this? Who brought up the
time.
custom?
And it was men who brought that. Okay, we were not the one that said we want that. It's your gender. It's your fellow gender that said.
I meant the law.
No way.
The
It's your
custom.
fellow gender that said we know that this is gold we are getting. We value her. She's worth it. So let's do this thing.
Men bring up the custom.
Okay, Joseph, I hear you.
Time immemorial. She spoke about tradition before it was bastardized. But still, the mothers and fathers I'm talking about, they are not far away. I'm talking about 70, 80. If you're in that age bracket, you failed a lot of us. Now, before the things was bastardized, then I remember the most expensive wedding now, if you want to do, is from the eastern part. Of course, the Cassie side. And
Yeah.
that's why she's beautiful. I understand.
Then so
but
some
then, no,
part
I'm
of the
coming.
South, though.
I'm coming. Then all you needed, if you go back at time immemorial, was your palm wine. You get cola nuts. And what they asked you to do is bring in, I think there's a cloth, I can't remember the name in Igbo. Once you drop it, they check your background. Are you from a good family? Trust me, you guys are good to go.
Do you know some still do
you
it
know-
that way? Do you know some still do it that way?
And it's
Some
still
still do it that
it's
way.
still and it is
Because
still
the
too
difference
much
is
for
that
some
is it now.
people.
It's too much.
It is still too much for some men.
Make
My
a
own
hear
take
King give
is
it
my
until
own take is
where I hear voice.
this tradition and custom we're talking about. It is still the men that actually drive home this custom. Because if you want to get married to a girl now and the girl knows that, okay, darling, you don't really owe too much, like you know like that,
well.
and talks to our own father and mother and says, Mommy, let's just do this low key. And
They won't agree.
The father will tell you, say, your uncles in the village.
Relatives that I've never met in
They
my
will
life.
tell you
They
these
will
things
ask for
about
their
your
own.
uncles in
As
the
in-
village.
as who?
In this one.
So
As
it's
who?
not
There's a
about
way
you.
to
It's not
bypass
about
But
it.
you
There's a way to
yourself,
bypass
you
it.
yourself, you
It's not
sabi
about
this
the
thing.
Wait.
But you yourself, you sabi wetin I dey
There's a
talk
way to
about.
bypass this. Do you know some persons don't go to the village to do their wedding? They'll do it in Lagos.
You will still send it.
They
Are
will
you
but
being-
it will not be like
Yeah,
when
I
you go
understand, but
there
you
to
still
do
send
it.
They will now
So who
send
are
their
those?
They
Who are
send
those
the
that
list
are
from the
for it?
village to the
If you don't.
city. Hope you know that.
Yes.
Whether or not you go on, you will still
send
do
it.
those rights.
You
It
send
must be
it.
done.
It must
be
be
done.
done.
So if you do
You will
those
see
rights,
uncles that I don't even talk
thank
to
you
that I
for
don't know
treating yourself.
exist.
If you do those right, bro, they don't cost money, Abi. You understand? You the benefit because if we leave
You need
I dey come now.
me. You
Forget that
have to
traditional
do
King
something
Eve.
to
If
get
we leave you
something.
alone.
You need me. That's why
fit
you're
no
investing.
fit afford am o.
Cassie.
You understand? I'm not speaking, but I'm just saying general.
Sit.
You feel no fit afford
Cassie,
afford
sit
am.
down
Na me
well,
go still
sit
stick
down
my
well.
neck out
Make-
there say
make I
I
see
wan get
Evelyn.
am because I got
Make
marry
I see-
But nobody's
Joe,
ever
the
forced to
bone
do
of my
these
bone,
things.
when
If
they
you
call
cannot
am.
afford
Guys,
it,
wait.
find the one you can afford. It's as simple as
Babe,
that.
wait.
So now I
There
know
are
why
people who
you
can
put me
afford the
between
ones that
these
you
two
say is
guys.
too much.
I don't be referee. I don't be referee. Next time, change my.
King Eve.
Yeah.
I know you were trying to drive home your own point, but Cassie is influencing you.
In what
I don't want to
sense?
She's
say-
a man. She's a woman of her own mind.
In
So
what
she
sense?
can stand in
No.
her right.
You guys are on the same
No,
page.
when you asked me the question, when we started, I said it favors nobody and it favors both parties. I didn't say it favors the men or the woman. I said
Okay,
it
now,
favors
hey,
both
good. It
parties and
favors
nobody.
both parties.
Yes.
That means you're sitting on the fence.
Yes, I'm not picking a side.
It
But
makes
when
sense.
Joseph
I don't think it's right because
makes
it
a
Wait,
point,
wait.
she has to contradict it because Joseph said that
Cassie.
it's wrong.
I'm just against
Cassie,
Joseph's
don't
position.
give me 2 minutes.
Now, Anchor.
No talk
Anchor,
anything, I beg.
Anchor. You have to correct that. You need to
I'm
apologize.
really not.
You need to-
Why
you
would
need to
I?
apologize.
Why
Cassie,
would I?
what
as
is
a man,
right?
you don't
What
talk
is
for
not
two
right?
have
What is
literally
right?
painted-
What is
for
right?
2 minutes.
He has
Cassie, take your
painted
voice.
us to
Take
be
your voice.
What
parasites,
is right?
and we are
Cassie,
not.
What is okay? What is right
Chess.
is what you have
Chess.
said.
Cassie,
Let me not just use these words. With what you've said, which we all know is not true. We are
What
only
exactly?
trying to defend your gender.
okay.
Knowing that marriage itself is expensive. That's even before you get into the house. It's expensive. Getting into that house is expensive. Costs a lot. It costs a fortune. And it's that man that provides 75% or 80%.
As you should.
As you should.
Benefit? As you should.
I
That's something that there are things that I know I'm supposed to do. These are things you're supposed to do. As you should. That's your responsibility. That's what you're supposed to do. So you know why you need us. And I've mentioned it so many times. I can't keep repeating myself.
I'm too much. I actually think these guys are blowing things out of proportion.
Presidential speech.
Son.
Wait. Babe.
Yes.
You go agree with me say wetin Cassie dey talk since na say na the responsibility of.
You shouldn't complain that he's spending money. Normally you supposed to spend.
Wait na the responsibility of man to do these things. And she come dey ask some time ago say where they write and say make this thing happen. I wan come ask where they write and say na man go do all these things.
It's your fellow man that started it.
No, babe, not be you ask.
Yeah.
Can give.
Yeah.
Will you agree that it is the sole responsibility of the man to take charge of everything when it comes to
I'll
wedding
say,
and even in the home?
I would say the bulk of the work is on him. And why the tradition was actually put up in the first place is because back then they wanted to know if the man is man enough to take care of the child, the girl child, the lady. Do you understand? Like Joseph said, probably the list was not as outrageous as it is now, but we will not.
Thank you.
We will not close our eyes and ears to the fact that it's still the same men, the male gender, that cooked up all these new traditions and customs or added to it and made it so outrageous like we have it now. Now, let's go back to the time of creation. When God created Adam, he made him start to work. He told him, name all the animals in the
And he was so busy.
He was so busy.
Until he brought problem.
And I'm sure God looked at him and said, okay, I think some of the names Adam is giving these animals, they are not really too...
You get...
He has done that already.
No,
before now come,
it was God that did everything.
No.
Adam was still working.
He don't do you.
No, Adam was still working.
Now when did he sleep? When he make you rest?
God caused him
because
to sleep.
God knew that he needed Eve. See, that one Joseph is saying. Oh my God.
MC Too Much. If there's a phone in front of you and I tell you MC Too Much, this phone, why don't you take it now? How far now? Take this phone now. And you take it. Now the thief where your mind.
No. When it comes to husband and wife.
Now the thief.
No.
Now the thief where your mind.
As a man, now you talk am now.
Adam when they hide the apple before.
King Eve.
He just needed validation.
He
needed validation.
Exactly.
Let me
Adam
go
has
to
been eyeing the apple
Cassie's
before.
point.
Exactly.
She said that women, part of your responsibility is to advise the man.
I didn't say that's your. I did not pinpoint it and say. I said that's what we do for you.
And otherwise,
that's what we do for
now,
you willingly.
You can't bring apple corn as the wife. The man will believe that. Okay, my wife knows the right.
Share the wife. Then the wife. The wife. Then the wife. They tell her.
Wait. You must have been watching. You must have been able to
the snake that deceived Eve. What gender is the snake?
Wait.
What gender is the snake that deceived Eve? MC Too Much. MC Too Much.
Let me tell you something.
The snake will be deceived.
The
snake will be the snake will be deceived Eve. Which gender be the snake? She male or be female?
The snake even get gender.
Before uncle, which gender be the snake? She male or be female? Male. You guys are the disputed ones, the manipulative ones.
Let me tell you something. Too much. When
God male snake.
Exactly. Because we know. Okay.
When God gave the instruction for them not to eat the apple, the woman was not there. He didn't know how God said it. She didn't know how God said it. She didn't know what happened.
You were not there.
Adam was there.
Okay.
When the woman brought the apple, he was the one that received the instruction.
Make we now analyze this particular thing.
Exactly.
Let me go back to our topic.
He's supposed to agree.
Because
you guys cannot stand on your own. That's what it means.
You don't have a
mind of your own.
You don't be here. Oh my love. You don't.
And that's why the Adam's apple is there on your throat.
Now when he tests, I couldn't.
That is why the Adam's apple is there forever on the man. To remind them of their foolishness. They don't have a mind of their own. It's as simple as that.
Joseph Atewe. Now, we'll put jokes aside. These women are saying we are the one that marriage favors? I don't know.
Because I've not still gotten one point. So
And I've been asking him, you're going to get married. Why do you want to get married? Why did
Now,
you date the person you
do
dated?
you
Why have
really
you been
think
dating?
that some of the points
because
that
society,
they've given
see, sir.
is
Society
valid?
pressured you into getting a
No,
babe.
not that. See, naturally, you understand. I've heard so many people, even in this office here, tell me you're not yet responsible. So I ask them, how am I not responsible? I'm even more.
Because
Forget the alcohol and whatever.
Because
than
they'll tell you they never married.
Yes.
Nah, cause am.
So society, naturally, there's that tag. That is why you see a lady who wears maybe a short skirt on the top. Society, hypocrites, who they are, will tell you, why are you dressed in this and that? And they have the opportunity.
So
I'm coming. If they have the opportunity, they will wipe the babe secretly, but come out to criticize. The same thing like that. So if you look at marriage, many men, if you make it a rule today or a law, say, tell men or women, please, will you leave this marriage? Forget what they will say. You left your home or something. Men will leave.
So you
And
think
even
society?
women
So
will leave.
society,
You think
yes.
society does not
So
also
leave is
influence
natural.
So,
that
in
when
a
you get to
nutshell-
a certain age, you must get married.
Joe,
Both
in a
for
nutshell,
male and for female
putting
too.
jokes aside, you
Yeah.
feel the marriage favors the women.
100%.
All right, King Eve,
It
in
takes
1
two
minute.
to tango. It favors both. It doesn't favor any. I don't think it favors one part and leaves out the other.
He favors the man in all ramifications, like I've been saying from the beginning to the end.
Now your laugh, now the funny. Because you know say what you they talk.
Nah,
He favors the man. Now you go talk say your husband money they sweet. Say,
People come.
even if you get your money, you want to chop your husband.
Yes,
money.
it doesn't
You
mean
will
that he's
spend on
favoring
me.
him.
Nah, you never mention.
That is what
since
he's
I know you
supposed
say,
to
I will spend on my
do.
husband.
I will
No,
also
he
do
will
that.
spend on
I
me.
will also do
He
that.
will do
And
this.
when he's in
And
need-
from my side, when the woman is okay, they'll say,
When no,
out
I have to say this.
in
When he's in
100.
need, when he's down, because even while I was growing up, there were times when my dad was down, my mom also came in. So
Yeah.
even when he's
How
down,
come
I
they
would
know
have
this?
to.
Do they their bedroom?
I know, because those are my parents. Okay, they are very open with us. They communicate. They don't hide things
Okay,
like
but
that.
they
So
say,
they tell us
when-
everything that
when
goes
I
on.
dey down,
These are life lessons that they are giving us. You're supposed to be a supporter. So yeah, I will spend my husband's money because it's my husband's money. But when he's in time of need, I would also give him. But hey, his money is also my money.
And your money?
It's my money. But when he needs it, it's his money. You grab.
No matter what happens, at the talk, you get there. If waiting that they talk for scriptures and everything that when we die, say we go gas answer question. Before they send me go anywhere, even if not the fire or the anywhere, I want ask that. I want serious. Mo just get in my papa na be. Say I know say I don't offend you. They throw me go that side.
But if you don't, they
Say,
tell you not be your papa again.
Waiting. Make you bring this gender come. I think we need to go.
All right, thank you so very much. It's been a nice show, and I appreciate you guys for your contribution. 100%. You
But
know,
Cassie is an amazing
I like
person, huh?
I like the fact
Beautiful
that
Cassie.
Campaign after
Joseph,
election. That's what Joseph is doing.
King Eve, Chocolate Cassie. You see the reason why I separate them. If they date together,
One day they go blow me 2 by 2 for
don't
head.
forget
though.
us for the show.
They go knock me plank for head though one day.
All right, till next time. My name is Agbeshime Peter, aka MC Too Much. Thank you so very much. Ciao, ciao.